Today, I was like, what am I going to share? What's inspiring me today? And I've been doing a lot of enjoying nature. I've been out on the ski-doo. It's dumped snow like crazy here in Mount Shasta, California, where I currently live. We got like 4 feet of snow in 48 hours. It has been so beautiful and amazing here. And very different. I haven't been in winter in like 8 years, right? Little Canadian who moved to Hawaii and then moved to Southern California. And I've just been really pondering on how amazing it is to have this coaching business that I can take with me anywhere, anywhere there is like electricity. I've got my computer, laptop, my iPhone, and portable, profitable business. And I was just reflecting on that. And so I wanted to share with you guys here today some of the tips. And I want to go over I'm going to go over eight things, 8 keys, 8 ways, your business really gives you more freedom. So let me know if you guys are tuning in here live. What's up? Teresa's in the house from Canada. Oh my God. What part of Canada? Oh my goodness. Are you from the East Coast in Montreal? Are you from the West Coast in Vancouver? Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know if you are catching us live or replay, #replay if you're catching the replay. So what does freedom really mean? Like, I was really pondering this. Oh my gosh, I've had this business now for 12 years. I've been able to travel all around the world. I see our clients who, often, they start their own coaching business or scale their coaching business. They want to grow it so that they can have an amazing lifestyle. And I know I certainly started off in my 20s with this idea of like living the dream, and I traveled in Asia for 1.5 years. I taught English as a second language. And then I lived in a beach hut bungalow for like 5 months doing yoga before breakfast every morning with this guy that looked like Osama bin Laden. And, that's been kind of my fuel. That and also empowering women, to make their own money, to be at cause, to be at choice, so that they can be in relationships because they want to be, not because they have to be because of, fear or money, which is why women stay. So what does like having this freedom-based business really allow you to do? And how is it different? And what is really freedom? I started thinking about this the other day, coaching our clients. Hey, what's up, Samira? Jennifer's in the house. Monique Parker, what's up? Rock stars. Maria from Toronto. Jennifer's from Boston. Washington in the house. I love it. Looks like we got the US and Canada here today. So when you're an entrepreneur, you actually operate on a completely different set of rules, and you're actually fueled by a completely different gasoline. So you have freedom to basically do whatever you want to do. You don't have a boss, and you're also nobody's telling you what to do, right? So you actually begin being fueled by the divine. You don't have a boss telling you to punch in, punch out. This is what your tasks are for the day. You are fueled by intuition, inspiration, and you are fueled by the divine. It's like you got a different gasoline in your engine, it's being fueled by a different energy. And so you'll need these tools of fortitude and kind of a roadmap to be able to tune into this consciousness and take directive and guidance. And I believe in signs. And, I've lived my entire adult life based on following, this intuition from when I started traveling in my 20s. And that requires you to really trust yourself first, to be able to tune into intuition, hear the guidance, and then, take action on it. So trust, trust is power. So that's the first, way that, you actually get to do this, right? Is you're inspired, you have some calling, and you decide to, act on it instead of acting on what other people tell you should be doing, right? So you also have freedom from the constraints of a financial glass ceiling, right? You run your own business. You're not, nobody's telling you how much value that you are able to provide. You create your own value. You create your own income. The sky is the limit. All right. If somebody would have told me 20 years ago, I mean, I've had my business for 12 years. If somebody would have told me, hey, Vanessa, you're going to work with women all around the world. You'll do $300,000 a month in sales a month. I would blow my freaking gaskets, blow my sockets. Even $100,000 a month was like such a far stretch. So you also have this freedom, this financial freedom, right? You're no longer constrained by, oh, I've got to save up for a rainy day. You create your own income. You create your own glass ceiling. You're no longer, you have freedom from people telling you what's possible. And basically, I think entrepreneurs have it in them their whole life. You're kind of a freedom seeker. You're like a hustler with heart. And you're either living your own life or you're living the life that other people have mapped out for you and planned for you, right? What other people think is possible for you. And this is kind of where it gets a bit tricky, because entrepreneurs are kind of like lone wolves. We're not the norm. We don't listen to or believe, or follow the trail. We blaze our own trail. So you got to be willing to take risks. So that's the second freedom. Yeah. Then you also have the third freedom, which is freedom from trading time for dollars. Freedom from trading your time for money. So by running your own coaching consulting business, you get paid by creating value for people in the marketplace. What is valuable? Well, if you are a relationship coach and you can help people save their marriages or help them find love, that's really valuable. If you're a business coach and you help people set up their systems, help them make more sales, have more confidence, help them with technology, social media, that's very valuable. If you are a mindset coach or success coach and you help people break through their own limitations, and that increases their wealth or helps them in their career, that's very valuable. I mean, it's nutrition coaches, spiritual coaches, mindset, fertility coaches. I mean, gut health coaches. I mean, there's so many ways you can take your expertise and package it up in a way that creates value for other people. And I believe everybody has a unique gift and an offering, things that you do that is just unlike anybody else. So freedom, that's the third freedom, that creating this portable, profitable online coaching business allows you to stop trading your time for dollars. That's pretty freaking rad. Angelina from Saratoga Springs, New York. Angie's from Nova Scotia. Hey, Colette from Tennessee. What's up, rock stars? Great to see each and every one of you here. Let me know also if you guys have questions. I'm always open. Love to answer any questions that you have about launching your business, growing your business, leadership, sales, systems, hiring teams, mindset, acquiring high ticket clients, creating your program. Drop them here in the chat and I'll do a run through. Fourth freedom that having this business allows you is really a freedom from doubt and fear. This is really interesting. I became obsessed with spirituality. I was looking through some slides today. I'm building a new webinar. And I found this picture that I'd met Wayne Dyer. I met Marianne Williamson. I met all these really rad people at a Louise Hay Foundation, many, like we're talking 10 years ago. And I became obsessed with like spirituality, mindset, and being able to, consciously create my own reality. And that brought me to learning sales and marketing and business. And so what I've seen now after working with so many women throughout the years, thousands of women, I've been blessed to work with incredible people from all over the world. who have a really big purpose, who are just doing phenomenal work in the marketplace. And time and time again, what I see, and we have, we have a 90-day mastermind program, which is a pretty short window of time to see, such amazing results from women who make their first, 3 to 5 high ticket coaching sales, make their first $10,000 as a coach, or launch their first mastermind, is that when they have clarity, they move into action. So, having a clear plan, having clarity is also power. We talk about trust being power. Clarity is also power. And when you're able to utilize your mind instead of your mind using you, instead of fear leading you, your love, you become a love leader. You always hear me talk about love leaders and rock stars. That's your ticket out of doubt and fear. When you learn how to use your mind, not just a fluke manifestation, but there's a system and a process to it. And that's what allows our clients to, implement the new trainings, the new systems, the new marketing that we teach them. So most of our clients have never done this stuff before. So freedom from doubt and fear. What would you do if you could have, if you weren't, kind of compressed by this doubt and fear of, is this going to work? Will it work out for me? What would you do? Go ahead and comment in the chat. I want to hear. Hey, what's up? Queen V's in the house. And Angeline says, I live 3 hours south of the Canadian border. So where are you? In Washington, Angeline? What would you do if, doubt and fear weren't a part of this? What would you like? What would you launch? What would you create? And she says, I have no clue how to set things up. That's a big question I get a lot. How do I get started? Oh my God, so many things to try, a YouTube channel. Maybe I should start a Facebook group. Maybe I need to build my course. I need to build a mastermind program. What's up, Katie's from California? Are you in Northern or Southern California, Katie? Got Callie in the house. I love it. New York, 3 hours south of Montreal on the East Coast. Oh my God, I miss food in Montreal. Let me just tell you that. New York is pretty rad. I actually spent some time selling my dad's artwork in Saratoga Springs, New York. Anyway, that was like another lifetime. That's how I actually got started in the high ticket sales. I wasn't in the coaching arena. I got started selling my father's paintings for like, here, 25,000 or here, 30 grand when I was 23, 24, 25 years old. That's how I got into high ticket sales. Katie, what's up? Lori. All right. So the next freedom that this, portable, profitable business allows you to do is really travel. Like, holy shit. Do you know how many places I have been to? I was reflecting. I have traveled like to incredible places. The Caribbean, moved to Hawaii, Mexico, all over California, Canada, up in Northern Canada. I mean, sky's the limit, imagine never having to, I don't know, not asking for time off. You just, pull the boss card and take it. Just go. As a matter of fact, my team encourages me more. They're like, go, just take the week off. We got it. It's really phenomenal. I'm very grateful. Also, freedom from a job, having other people tell you, you got to drive to work. I remember when I had a job, I would drive an hour, in traffic every morning and hated it. I would actually listen to my CD Walkman at the time. This is how long ago it's been that I've had a job. I am not meant to work for other people. But I would listen to stuff on my CD Walkman on my way to work in my minivan with my rusty minivan on the way to my mop job, selling mops and lint removers. Oh boy. And I learned so much in that job. So there's a lot of things that you learn in your career that you can then package up as an expertise and package and sell as a course, as training, as wisdom, right? This is what we help our clients, they struggle with this. How do I, what I could sell so many things. I don't know what to sell. I don't know, if it's valuable, what to price it at. Angie says, I want to replace my income before I have to go back to work. Karen's from the UK. Samir, I would love to create something that teaches spirituality, energy medicine, and offers natural things like teas, lotions, and such. Yeah, well, we've got a lot of coaches who, let's say they sell nutrition, or they're into multi-level marketing, and they have like some weight loss product, but they also mix it with coaching. So you could also do that, spirituality with crystals. If you're selling a high ticket program for $3,000 or $5,000, I think you can send them a few, bags of tea and some crystals and candles as like a nice welcome present, right? That's kind of nice. That's one of the things you can do when you have a high ticket program. Angie says, I want to replace my income before I have to go to work. I think that's a rad idea. What would you coach on? Do you have any ideas? Let me know. Next, freedom. Freedom number 6 is, and this is a must as an entrepreneur. I think this is what most new coaches struggle with the most, is freedom from what other people think of you. Freedom from what other people think of you. Yeah, a lot of coaches are like, oh my God, people are going to judge me. Who am I to be this expert? If I post this on social media, my family, my friends are going to, or I'm going to get these haters. And there's a lot of needing approval from other people that just goes out the window. Freedom from what other people think of you. That's real freedom to me. Entrepreneur is like French for makes their own rules, Yeah, makes their own rules. So that actually brings us to really doing the inner works. Now we're talking about, the ego and how that really runs most people, right? Most people are not entrepreneurs. They care very deeply about, what other people think of them. And that can be a trap that you can stay in for years. That's my business took off once I started really doing some deep shadow work, looking at my ego, looking at resistance, what was really holding me back. I was great at my sales job, but I really struggled with trying to make that transition and offer, this sales and marketing and spirituality service to a different audience, to the online market. So, looking at taming the beast of your ego really creates a lot of freedom, freedom to be yourself, freedom to, really be your authentic self. And I think that's really one of my greatest joys, to be able to create and get on here and talk with you rock stars every week and, share what's important and meaningful for me, and that it creates value for people and inspires people. Monique says, I'm currently building my website to automate things right away, start sending traffic soon. I have a few standalone products, building my coaching program, courses, and membership site. Awesome. Sounds rad. Angie, I'm an intuitive healer, and I'm now focusing on helping women release their blocks, embedded emotions, and trauma so they can move forward in their business. Amazing. I love it. Sounds like a great idea. How will you be attracting clients is always my question. How will you be, what systems do you have in place? Are you going to be running paid advertising? How are you going to be, monetizing your message and attracting, people who can afford your services to your programs? But I love these ideas. I love them. I love them. Next freedom is a freedom from being triggered. I've spent a lot of time as an entrepreneur being triggered. A lot of coaches, oh boy, I always say entrepreneurship is like a full-on contact sport, because your business basically is an energetic reflection of your thoughts and beliefs that you have about yourself. What is safe? What is okay for you to have? How much can you have? How much money can you have? How much visibility can you have? Can you, can you really be that big of a voice in the marketplace? Are you good with managing money, keeping money, managing people, hiring people? It's confronts and shows you all of your edges. And a lot of people spend most of their time just either procrastinating, stuck, with very little forward action because they're being triggered. Right? It's not safe to charge that much. It's not safe to be visible. It's not safe to, invest $100 a day in Facebook ads. It's whatever the edge is. So, and for some people, it's, being afraid of confronting people, having sales calls, and then their business, stays at the standstill. So I love teaching women about, taking their power back from the ego, taking their power back from resistance, taking the power back from these external forces that, and instead creating from an internal state. So no matter what happens outside of you, you're the captain of your own ship. And you can find a way to, identify, this is the negative belief that's running me. This is the fear that's running me. This is the old story that's running me. This is my childhood trauma that's running me. I'm doing a lot of inner child work. It's been phenomenal. Oh my God, what a rad experience this has been in the last, let's say, 6 months or so. And finally, the freedom that, I'm going to talk about this one again, the freedom from the value that other people place on you, because you get to create your own value. You get to create your own income. You get to create your own day, your own lifestyle. You know what that's like? I was up this morning at like 7, 8 o'clock. I got up, put on some music, danced around the freaking house, had a great time. I had a great time. Did a meeting with my team, did a workout, worked in a webinar, let the chickens out, put some water in the hot tub. It's now I'm on with you guys here. It's a pretty rad lifestyle, I'll tell you what, to be able to create your life on your terms and, provide value for people. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. To create, value for people and to talk about shit that's meaningful, I think that was the hardest part for me about having a job was, going to something I knew wasn't my purpose and just feeling like, wow, wasting my time. When is this really going to pay off? When is this going to, when is my business finally going to work? And, when I really dialed in our paid advertising, I started running webinars, really dialing in our funnels. The business really took off, past $100,000 a month, $160,000 a month, $200,000 a month. This is like unheard of. And here we are today, $10 million later. And I've had the sheer blessing of working with just amazing hustlers with heart, women around the world who, also want to create their own portable, profitable coaching business. So just know that if you have this desire, if you have this calling, there's a reason for it. There's a reason, and I'm going to invite you to take some action steps towards it. All of the things that I've been able to create in my life, not one of them I was ready for. So these are some of the ideas that hold people back from really, going for it, is the judgment of other people. I'm not ready. It's out of my comfort zone. I can't afford it. You've got to treat this really like a business. Invest in it, invest in yourself, because tell you what, no matter what happens in the world, nobody can ever take that away from you. And when you invest in yourself, that's never going to go away. That's something you just keep building on forever and ever and ever. And it's just a magic carpet ride. Life becomes really magical. And I think that it's natural as human beings to be really afraid of the unknown, like really afraid. I still get afraid of the unknown. And I know what's on the other side of being in it. It's magical. Life becomes magical again. Angie says, I was petrified of being on video, but I would record myself a few times and then post one I liked. Yes. Tiki says, I love saying you are blessed when people sneeze. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Tiki. So I've got, I've got some time to answer some questions from you guys. So go ahead and drop them here in the comments if you have questions for me. And if you want to check out some of the results that our clients have gotten, I'm going to post a website for you guys. You'll see, you'll see a ton of videos. I'll share a story with a woman who joined our mastermind program, mom of 3. Her name is Tanza. She was a spiritual coach, had done a bunch of programs and had some success, had some sales, didn't have a high ticket program, didn't have a marketing plan. So kind of like waiting for this business to really take off for her. And joined our 10K in 30-day program. And this is, she lives in the woods in Canada with her 3 kids and her husband. And, had some sales, joined us in our year-long program and, started her Facebook group, created a high ticket program, doing $30,000 a month, ran her mastermind. She came with us for the Soul Sister Mastermind in Hawaii. She came to Kauai, Hawaii with her sister, I think, which was really cool. So she got to really, step into this like, wow, my business is paying for my travel and I'm taking my sister with me and, kids are at home with dad and she's just on fire. I see her all the time on Instagram doing great, launched another mastermind program, doubled her fees. So her name is Tanza, and you can check out, I'm going to drop this link. It's Sales Attraction System. You'll see a training on there, and then you'll find Tanza's testimonial case study video below it. If you guys want to know, what some of the results are that we've been able to help our clients with, that's a good website to check out. There's like a mini training on the top as well. Tiki says, how long is your program? Is it for life access program? That's a great question. Yeah, we've got 3 mastermind programs. And I would say our flagship course is called our 10K and 30-day program. It's 90 days. You do get course curriculum and a membership site. You do get access to that for life. But the 90 days, you have access to our Facebook group, our client Facebook group. And then we have 4 live Q&A calls for you every week. 5, actually, if you include our planning webinar on Monday mornings. We teach habits because a lot of entrepreneurs need to learn the habits, right? The habits are what create your results. So we have like live Q&A with me on Monday. We have tech calls. We have Facebook ads calls. We have mindset copywriting calls. So you get on with me and my team and have everybody, supporting you with whatever part of implementing our 10K and 30-day blueprint that you're working on. So that's a 90-day program. And the goal is to help you get to a $10,000 a month income as a coach. Have some of our clients done $20,000 a month? Yes. Have some of our clients, done half of that? Yes. It really depends on, how much time and how much you're willing to, roll up your sleeves and get to work and implement. But it's really cool. We have such amazing conversations every week. And I'll tell you what, a lot of the conversations is on the inner stuff, wow, I'm going to go and do this in my business and this is how I feel. Okay, well, let's deal with that. Let's deal with the feelings so that you can get to work implementing the systems, the marketing, the technology, setting, creating your high ticket program, launching your first ad, setting up your Facebook group, doing your live stream videos, earning while you learn. This is, I believe that, think about it. If you want to make $10,000 a month, it's a lot easier to sell three high-end coaching programs for $3,300. You hit your goal, than it is to build a course and sell something for $200 and you've got all this tech and then you don't even know if it's going to sell and then you have to redo it all over again. So I like teaching women how to build, build their confidence and their cash flow and earn while they learn. So what do you do in your advanced programs? That's a great question. We have another program called the Bikini Business Coach Mastermind. It's a year-long program. And in that program, a lot of our graduates, they graduate from our 10K and 30-day program. They have a couple of sales and they're like, hey, I want to now take this and I want to do more automated marketing, meaning we teach them how to set up funnel 2 and funnel 3. So funnel 2 and funnel 3 are video sales letter funnels. So in the first program, you're driving ads and you're running, you start with like $10, $20 a day Facebook ads, and you're driving people to a Facebook group like this one. Yeah. And this does a few things, and it allows you to have a platform. It allows you to pick up your first couple of clients. You can find out how people are talking about their problems, how you solve them, get over your visibility blocks, get some sales. That's what happens in our 10K course. And then once you have that clarity and that foundation, now let's build a more automated lead generation system, like a video sales letter funnel or a webinar, an automated sales funnel that does the marketing for you while you're sleeping. So here at Take Your Power Back Now, we could have anywhere from 10 to 30 people apply every single day for our programs. Every day, women from all around the world. That's the beauty of having paid advertising. Now I don't, we have a sales team, so it's been years since I got on the sales conversation with people, but I train my sales team. So imagine if you didn't have to worry about, finding clients. Like, how would your business grow? Well, it would, let me tell you what, it would grow like gangbusters. So in our Bikini Business Coach program, we're teaching women how to generate like 10 sales calls a week or 10 sales calls a day, depending on how fast or how big you want to grow your business. With ads, it's like a faucet. You turn it on if you want more, and you turn it off if you're full. And what happens when we start running these automated, funnels with paid advertising is they get filled with clients and they have too many clients. So we teach them how to build a mastermind program and how to create a one-to-many service offering, like a group training that you do online. And a lot of people want to hire a business manager or hire other coaches to teach for them, or they want to hire a salesperson. And so we teach them how to set up this team so that they have more time freedom, and some of our clients have turned their yearly income into a monthly income. Like, I know that sounds totally outrageous, but that's what we do in the Bikini Business Coach year-long mastermind program. Like Trisha, who is a teacher and, quit her teaching job, did $40,000 in her coaching business 1 month. I remember in the interview I did with her, she's like, I used to make that in a year. Shit, totally change your life. What would you do? Comment here below. I want to know. And Tiki says, wow, I love them all. I need to enroll in all 3 programs. Yeah, you should. Absolutely. Come and join us. Come and join us on the inside. And then we have like a lower end program called the Wealthy Coach Academy, which is also 90 days, but it doesn't have as much support. So that's kind of, for people that are really just want to dip their toe in. I don't recommend that program because, I think from the last 12 years, if I look at all the clients we've worked with, the ones who are able to ask questions and get support every day, they have clarity, they have power, they get into action, they get results. So that's really the best, whoever program you join, whatever you do, you just want to make sure that you have a lot of accountability and support while you're learning something new. Because there's a lot to learn. Tiki says, yeah, I need help with understanding how to hire. I'm going to need support soon. Yep. Great questions, you guys. What other questions do you have for me here? I got some time to hang and jam with you guys. And that's what I wanted to ask you guys. I want to hear, what would you do? What the heck would you do if you were able to turn your yearly income, whatever you made last year, into a monthly income? Like, how would that change your life? Like, what would you do? Seriously. Would you buy a house? Would you buy a house for your mom? Would you, I don't know, go on a trip? Would you renovate your kitchen? Would you like, what the heck would you do? Monique says, I need support as well. Building everything is rather slow. Yeah, come and join us on the inside. I think Jessica's posting some links here to our website so you can check out what the programs are all about and then just apply on that page. Yep. What would you guys do? Tiki as well, if you're gonna want to hire people. Pay off the house. Yep. What else? I mean, like, sky's the limit. Go on a trip and buy a house. Where would you go? Where the heck would you go? You know, one of the things I did, one of the first things I did when my business really started taking off is I went to Hawaii. Listen, I go to Hawaii a lot. Bought a few cars, bought a few houses. Hired a lot of people to help me. Moved my mom into a really nice assisted living facility. She's like 74 years old. Went to Canada, traveled all over the place. Went on did a crazy wedding, $100,000 wedding in Hawaii, dream wedding. Okay, travel overseas and buy a house near the beach, the Caribbean, traveling, Greece and South Africa. Oh my God, I got to go to Greece myself. This is actually one place. I have not been to Europe yet. It's so on my bucket list. Italy is on my bucket list. Lori, a few cars and a few houses. Love it. I know, it's crazy. If I had the money, I would be traveling to Europe, Africa, Australia. I would be gone for 30 days. Yeah, why the hell not? You know what? Maybe you wouldn't come back. I'm telling you, you have a business, you have a computer, you don't really have to go anywhere. I remember when I was working at my job, I had no life. Okay. So they really owned my ass, this company. I would have to get in the car. I would travel like a couple hours. I traveled actually right across Canada and lived in hotels. And I would be at the store for like 2-3 weeks at a time. And, I made great money, but it wasn't my purpose. And I didn't have a life. Like I go, back to the hotel after a day's work. I'd watch TV. I'd talk to my friends. I was in a new city all the time. It was horrible. The money was great, but, it really was totally cramping my style. And anyways, thankfully, all the money I made, I invested into higher learning, education, and here we are today. So Angelina says, I probably wouldn't come back. No, you wouldn't. I'm telling you. And I remember my first sale that I made. I think I've shared this before, but this might inspire you guys if you're struggling. It took me like 18 sales calls to finally get my first high ticket coaching sale. Okay, I bombed. And then I was like, let me see if this mop thing, let me see if this works, with high ticket coaching sales. And it did. I learned how to detach myself. We teach a lot of high ticket sales here at Take Your Power Back Now. It's not a skill people learn every day. And it's definitely something that you're going to need to learn. Anyways, 18 failed sales calls. I finally make my first sale and I'm like, okay, I just need more of this. I joined a program. It was a year-long mastermind program. And then I took off to Costa Rica. I was like, F this winter, I'm out of here. And I remember I did a little mini workshop in Monteverde, Costa Rica. And then I traveled down south and hung out in Manuel Antonio for 6 weeks. And that was really the beginning of my online coaching business. And I would wake up in the morning and I'd go to the beach and go surfing and get a tan and go exploring all these beautiful jungles. And then In the afternoon, it would rain, like super rain. So, you know, I'd have a little lunch. And then when it started raining, I'd go back to the little place that I rented and, you know, work on some emails and send some videos and generate sales calls. And, you know, shit, another sale came in. Okay, wow, this is like real, you know? Woo, I could like keep going. And that first year as a coach, I did, I think, $89,000. So I replaced my, you know, my JOB income. That was really cool. And then the following winter, I went to Hawaii and, well, never went back. I went back home. I was like, get rid of the house, get rid of the car, you know, put my shit in storage. And, well, the rest is history. Moved to Hawaii for 2 years and then moved to Southern California. I've been here for like 5.5 years, and now I live in Northern California. Connie says, good for you. I would hire someone to clean my house. Oh my God, you have to do that like today. Don't wait. Connie, don't wait on that. I love seeing all your goals, you guys. Like, I so love seeing all of this is possible for you. Tiki says, I would buy a 1977 Chevy Chevelle, have it fully outfitted and painted purple. Yeah, why not? Why not, man? Super powerful, you guys, you know, leaning into the what's possible for you. One of the things I realized a while back was that all of the things that you really want, either they're possible for you, you just have to be willing to open the door. And, you know, there's so much energy behind that door that you're afraid to open. Like, you know, whether it's investing in yourself in a program to learn something new because, oh my God, it's expensive, or oh my God, what if I fail, or oh my God, what if I don't have time? And like, it's always the chatter and the excuses. Or just trying something for the first time. Or like for me, going skydiving. Okay, like this is, I'm so afraid of this, but I'm going to do it just because I'm afraid of it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like working out. It's like, it's like hard and it's painful, but I'm going to push myself because everything else that comes after that in my day is like, it's not that bad. I've already done the hard thing, you know? So right behind that door, you know, that you're kind of afraid to open is so much energy and opportunity and clients and money and, you know, everything that you want really comes from walking through that door. Connie says, I'm cleaning right this second. Stop cleaning, Connie. Put down the mop. Drop the mop. I like having a clean house, but I decided, I guess when I hired my first cleaning ladies, I miss my cleaning ladies from San Diego. Oh my God, I miss them. They were like such rad women. I'm telling you, I'd like come home and the whole place would be like, they put things in different places, and I'm like having serious missing them here. But that was like 6 years ago. Best thing, you know, if you want to think about yourself as a business owner, if you're going to earn like, you know, if your time is worth $500 or $1,000 an hour, pay somebody $20 an hour to clean your house. Telling you, get your life back. Get your life back. Angie says, I've been trying to get a coaching business loan. Well, they never heard of it here. What? Well, you know what you should do is just go to the bank. There's a few ways to get the money. Number one is go to the bank, get a business loan, period. Just say I'm starting an online business. Boom. Number two, call your credit cards, ask them if they can raise your credit limit. Number three, you can go on an app like Credit Sesame online. It's an app on your phone, and you can, you know, get your credit score and just apply. They'll tell you you're pre-approved for these credit cards. So, you know, we get another credit card. You can also use PayPal credit. We've had a lot of our clients get pre-approved, which is super cool because they give you like interest-free money for 6 months. There's no interest. It's like free money. So you got 6 months to grow your business, interest-free, no brainer. So PayPal credit is another way. And there's always a way. Okay. I mean, asking friends and family, to me, I've lived my whole life with, there's always a way, there's always a way. I remember several of my clients just telling them, hey, you want to do this, go and make a list of like 10 or 20 people that could lend you money. And I remember this one woman got off of the sales call with my team, went for a walk with her neighbor, something like this, went on a dog walk with her friend. And her friend's like, oh, I'll lend you the money. How come you never asked me before? I totally believe in you. Recently, another client of mine said, Cynthia, she's super rad. She said that she was doing coaching, like kind of, trading, giving free coaching sessions. And the woman who she was helping paid for the program, gave her a blank check. I mean, if you want to talk about fucking magical, folks, I don't know how much more magical it can get. You know what I mean? That's pretty, somebody giving you a blank check and say, go take the course. You people need your work, So universe wants to, really give you what you believe you can have. But you got to lean in first. You got to open that door first. You got to commit, decide, commit, and then the expansion happens. Tiki, so what do you tell a coach to do for their first project? Do you teach, have a landing page with a video, offer a freebie, start collecting emails, and then do sales calls from those? Oh, that's a great question. So Tiki, what we teach people is to module 1, get your mindset and your plan for success. So right out of the gate, we teach you how to be open to receive more, have more wealth, how to prepare your subconscious to make this shift from I'm an employee to I'm an entrepreneur and I create my own value, my own wealth, and this, and how much. So there's habits for success, module 1. And then I share with you, my morning abundance rituals. Module 2, we help you set up a sales attraction system. So this is defining your niche, setting up your 90-day one-on-one coaching program, pricing it. And then parts of the system include, your coaching calendar process, so that when you do get on the phone with them, they're already predispositioned to buy from you because they've read something about you, they've learned about you. And then module 3 is setting up your Facebook group and running a paid advertising to drive people to join your group. Like this is a sales attraction system. You guys are part of a sales attraction system right now. You don't even know it, but a lot of you guys will be our clients within the next 30, 60, 90 days. Right? You somehow, maybe you watched my webinar, you saw an ad, you joined this group, and then somebody tagged you on a welcome post. You saw an alert for this live stream video, you're watching, you're consuming now. Maybe you watched a replay and you'll go check out our website, you'll apply and you'll join our program. It's a sales attraction system. So we teach our clients how to do that in module 3. Module 4 is mindset, I'm a conscious creator process. How do you break through these, how do you identify the limiting beliefs that are holding you back from living your best life? So as you grow your business and you become bigger, well, new level, new devil. So the whole course is kind of geared to kind of take you through something really scary, and then, you work through the emotional part of it, and then you build. And then next, module 5 is about sales. Module 6 is about live streaming video. Module 7 is about building your email list. So that's when you start. I do it differently. I want you to earn while you learn. So we have you building your email list a little bit down the way. After you have this group set up and you're being visible, you have a 30-day video challenge that you're doing. You have my offer Bible, 100 pages of the best offers. How do you monetize your group? And then once you have some clarity and you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. This is what I sell. I feel confident about this. You know, you're testing in the Facebook group. You're using it like a platform to test and see what people are saying and how they relate to you. And are they interested in this topic? And do you feel comfortable talking about it? Okay, this is my audience is really into this. They want help with that. Then you can go and build an email list. And then module 8, we teach you how to now take your couple of sales that you've made, now that you have some confidence under your belt, and shift it into a mastermind. So, you know, I'm a big believer in taking people through, you know, and learning at their level. And business building is, you know, it's you build a house. You don't build the freaking roof first. You build a foundation, and then you build the walls, and then the windows, and then the roof. You see, a lot of coaches get burned because they're like, I'm going to do a webinar. And you're like, wait a minute, you have never sold anything in your whole life. Like you do not need to be doing that. It's like building a chimney. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's like you're learning how to drive a bicycle and somebody gives you the keys to a freaking Harley Davidson. You're going to kill yourself. You have no business being on this freaking Harley Davidson. You need to learn how to take your training wheels off first. So I'm, you know, really very adamant about this because I've seen so many coaches come through this industry or take these different courses, and I'm not going to name any names, but they all come to me and they decide to work with us because, you know, they realize, oh my gosh, it wasn't the right thing for me to do, or it's just a slice, it's just a piece. You know, they learn list building over there, marketing over there, sales over there, paid advertising over here, spirituality over here, mindset over there. It's like piecemealing, and our programs have it all kind of laid out for you, which is why I love masterminds. These are great questions. Kimberly says, I do morning affirmations every day. It truly is amazing and it helps. It's a game changer. Absolutely. Any other questions for me, rock stars? Who else has a question? I'm loving this conversation. I can hang with you guys. So for a new coach to make money quickly, can they do it through the Facebook group and getting in hands-on to sell their services one-on-one? Yep, absolutely. You actually don't even need a Facebook group because a lot of your first couple of clients are actually going to come from your warm audience. So my recipe for cash flow is very simple. It's be visible, deliver value, and make offers to people who can say yes. That's it. I'm very I'm a Capricorn, right? So I'm super driven, super ambitious, and very spiritual, but I have like 4 hooves on the ground, you know? And my teaching or coaching style is very direct, and I don't like to fluff around and waste time. Because a lot of what's taught out there is so technical, and you have to do this and this and this and that first, that most coaches, they blow themselves up. They get so bogged down with technology. They just, you know, oh my God, what did I get myself into? So your first couple of clients are going to come from your warm audience, you know, be visible, deliver value, make offers to people who can say yes. The problem is most coaches have never made a freaking offer because they don't know how. They don't know what to post on social media. They don't know what to sell. They don't know what to charge. They don't know what to call themselves. They don't know what to put in their program. So they have this idea and they walk around with an idea forever. Or worse, they buy these little courses that don't have any support and accountability, and they just sit around with more information in their brain, spinning around information, think, but no do, and there's no sales. So your first couple of clients come from your warm audience. Could be your Facebook profile, people that you know, and now they're seeing you on video. What? And we give you guys scripts and, you know, the offer Bible. Now they see you on video. They see you making offers. Wow, you know. And soon after that, you're going to burn out your warm audience. So you're going to now by that time, now we're showing you how to run traffic and ads, paid traffic via Facebook ads to people that have never heard of you or seen you before, like ever, right? Like Tanza, for example, the story that I shared with you, she lives in like rural Canada in the middle of nowhere. She's not going to go promote herself. Even in her own community, there's nobody there that would buy her coaching. But, running an ad online, you could target people from all over the world. And then they join your Facebook group. And as that group builds, that becomes the system. Samira, so how do you start making money without any startup money? Samira, you don't. This is a business. So you need to, just like any business, you're going to have startup costs. Coaching is actually a totally rad freaking model. When you think about the income potential, the freedom potential that you have, there's nothing else that touches it. I mean, think about this. If I wanted to start a franchise tomorrow, I go to Starbucks, I buy a license to sell Starbucks coffee. It's $300,000 just for the license, the franchise. Okay, 300,000. That's no coffee beans. That's no rent. That's no employees. That's just to be able to sell coffee. Yeah. So, and then you have all those expenses and you generate income. Same with Jamba Juice, $150,000 just for the franchise. So when you think about coaching, you have about, 5 or 10 grand of startup costs, really, and you have your computer, you have no rent. It's, to me, it's the most incredible thing in the world. The problem is most people spend a lot more on these other courses. And like I said, they buy something over here, they buy something over there. It doesn't work for them. And they end up giving up before they start, or, they buy a Harley Davidson when they need to buy a freaking pedal bike. You know what I mean? They don't know. Most people just don't know what they don't know. They just, wow, they get in trouble. And Karen says, I'm confident in what I deliver, but I'm a total techno dinosaur. Yeah, well, this is the problem. Technology, like everybody in the whole world is having to really upgrade their technology. You're not alone. That's why having, a lot of our clients really enjoy our tech calls where, hey, show me how to do this, show me how to do that. Cheeky, so then I should do all this through my personal page first. Well, we have a system that walks you step by step. You should check out, if you want to know more about our program, Tiki, here's the website, 10kand30dayprogram.com. Check that out. And it will walk you through all the modules and what's covered. So to Samira's question, we just need to be visible, then the connection can bring sales. So the startup cost can be low. The investment will be a program like Vanessa is still not high cost compared to getting into actual business. Yes, I suggest, that you sell a 90-day one-on-one coaching program to start. Absolutely. And then you can, once you've had a couple of sales, then you can start a mastermind program. And I think a lot of our clients, what they really enjoy is being in our mastermind. They see how I run the calls. They see how things happen in the Facebook group. They see the client care. They understand like, okay, when I run my program, I'm going to run it like, they're not going to teach my stuff, but I'm going to run it like this. You're in it, you see how it runs and how the calls go. And okay, when I do my mastermind, I understand how this is going to work now, right? You model what works. Awesome. All right, you guys, any other questions? Don't be afraid of being a techno dinosaur. Lean in and tackle that one. Let me tell you what, you guys can do just about anything you put your minds to. I'll tell you what. I have loved every single growth opportunity that I've had as an entrepreneur. And, it really is, money is great, but it really is about who you become in the process and the people that you get to impact and the lives that you change. And people send me cards and presents all the time. It's amazing. I'm always so touched by, you know, um, being able to do meaningful work. It sure beats selling mops. I'll say that. Oh, Rasha, what's up? Says, you love my earrings, Tiki. Thank you. Aren't they great? These are like my new faves. Are you like me where you like, if I get like a pair of earrings that I love, that's all I wear. I just like wear them out. And then I move on to the next pair. I'm like totally into these ones. Okay, Rasha says, what is the simple advice you give to coaches who are reading Neville Goddard and not manifesting yet? Rasha, I would listen to him too on Audible. And my advice is to work on assuming the state. Assuming the state. You know, it's, you got to think about it. I don't know how old you are, but most people have spent the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years of their life being conditioned, you know, that life is happening to them and responding to life instead of going in here and creating life and creating your state and watching life reflected back to you. You're gonna you have like years of conditioning to unhook. 49. There you go. There you go. So there's Neville Goddard, and there's also, you know, the ego and your shadow, protecting your shadow, and then there's, you know, inner child work. There's a lot of inner stuff here that goes on behind the scenes of, you know, in entrepreneurship. It's actually 90% mindset. And it's another problem that I see out there. So everyone's talking about the funnels. It's not just that. It's important, but it's the technological stuff becomes easy when you're in alignment and it's okay, it's safe, you're allowed to have this. And that's the really, you know, you're worth it, you deserve it. That's 90% of entrepreneurship. It's all in here. It's all here. Awesome. All right, you guys, I've so enjoyed my time here with you all today. Hopefully this has been inspirational. Love to see you guys next week again on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. I come on here and do some live stream trainings. If you found it valuable, please do invite some of your friends or colleagues here into the Facebook group. Let them know that we do this. You get to connect with a 7-figure earner every single week on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Let me know also what kind of topics you'd love to learn about or you'd like me to address. I'm always open to hear what you guys want and need. See if I can cook up some more rad training for you guys. And I'll see you guys again next week. Have an amazing week, lovers. Have an amazing week. Big hugs. Aloha.